In this video, I'd like to show you how to make a winter punch. It is a real favourite of mine this winter, and I have shared the recipe on some of my social channels, but I thought I'd show you how to make it. And so for this one, you will need some whiskey. So I have pretty much the dregs of my Dubliner Irish whiskey here. A bourbon or any sort of whiskey that you enjoy will work, so do experiment. You'll also need some spiced rum. So I have here the Red Leg spiced rum. It's got vanilla and ginger through it, so it's got a nice Christmassy flavour, so it's working really well in this cocktail. Then you'll need some amaretto, so an almond liqueur. Disaronno is the most popular. You can get some supermarket brands now, which are really good too. You'll also need some cranberry juice. And in this one, I'm going to use orange juice. The original recipe does call for lemon juice, but I'm enjoying the orange for that real winter flavour and that ginger and orange and all the spices that come through. And I'm also going to garnish with some dried orange. I find the dried orange works much nicer in this cocktail than using a fresh orange as the garnish. So I've got some garnish here from TheZestCo. And oh yeah, where would we be without a cherry? So I'm going to use some maraschino cherries in there for garnish as well. So I will split those over, and with my fancy new Barrel Bartender kit, which is very kindly sent to me as an early Christmas present. So the first time I have used this one. So it comes with the shaker, obviously, and the strainer, bar spoon. There's a jigger in here. Fabulous, because if you've watched me before, you know I love my 30ml rather than my 25ml as a shot. So we've got a 30ml and a 15 on there. And there's some bottle stoppers, some pourers, a muddler. So I'm really going to enjoy using this. It comes with some recipe cards as well, so you may want to have a look at that. I'll pop the link below so that you can have a look as well. It's a great gift for anybody who loves cocktails. Anyway, without further ado, we are going to pop some ice into our shaker. And then we are going for 1.5 of our whiskey, so 1.5 shots. Get the lid off. The whiskey is just the ultimate winter spirit for me. I think it's lovely. I do love my rum as well, so this works extremely well for me, and it's probably why I love it so much. So 1.5 of our whiskey. We're then going to go for about 3/4 of our spiced rum. So into the jar. I have to judge it a little bit based on this one. I think that's about 3/4. To be honest, the measures you can vary a little bit, it really doesn't matter. 3/4 of the almond liqueur. Ooh, it smells gorgeous. And then 3/4 as well of our cranberry juice. The cranberry and orange is just such a festive flavour, great festive flavour. Oops, a little bit over on the cranberry, but that's fine. And then with the orange juice, it's just a dash really. So if you've got orange that you can squeeze in, that'd probably be best here. I'm just going to measure just so that I don't go and plonk too much in there, but about 5ml, so about a teaspoon is all you need there. 1/6 of a shot if you're measuring that way. And then we're going to give it a good old shake. So I tend to shake until I get lots of condensation on the outside of my shaker. This feels a really nice shaker actually, and getting that condensation through there, really lovely. That should do it. And then we will, so new shaker, I've got to get used to the old suction. I usually use a glass bottom on there. Oops. There we go, bit of a twist needed there. And I'm going to serve this up into a cocktail glass. You could use a coupe. You could even serve this on the rocks as well. It's really lovely, really versatile one. Lovely strainer there. So I recently found out that that's called a hawthorn strainer, which I didn't really know before. I think I'd heard of it, but I hadn't really twigged that it belonged to that spirally one, as I usually call it. Beautiful blush colour there, and it smells gorgeous. So if you don't like the heavier, wintry sort of after dinner cocktails too much, then this would work lovely, both pre and post dinner drinks. And let's go for our garnish. So a bit of orange in there. These orange pieces are huge, so pop that on the top. And I am going to, I probably should have done the cherry first. I'm just going to sink my cherry to the bottom. That's really because my cocktail sticks are pretty useless at the moment, so I need to get some proper picks. So I'm just going to sink that down into the bottom. I always like to sink the cherry to the bottom anyway, because it soaks up all the flavours, and then you get a lovely, delicious flavour of cherry at the bottom. So there we go, our winter punch. Enjoy.